Welcome to Black and Red Talks, your daily dose of AC Milan news. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, AC Milan's senior advisor, took the stage to introduce their newest signing, Kyle Walker. During the press conference, he shared insights on the challenging winter transfer market. While Walker wasn't initially targeted, Zlatan emphasized that having a player of his caliber is a great chance. AC Milan is actively working towards securing their transfer goals, aligning with both the club and coach's ambitions. Yesterday, AC Milan pulled off a crucial 3-2 victory against Parma. With this win secured, the club is strategizing future transfer moves. However, Riccardo Orsolini won't be joining Milan. According to Bologna's CEO Claudio Fanucci, Orsolini is staying put as Bologna's wants to keep him. AC Milan is busy with transfers in and out. On the departure front, Luka Jovic might leave. Matteo Moretto reports Monza is interested, but Jovic isn't fully convinced by the move. Discussions between both parties will continue in the coming days. AC Milan is actively scouting the transfer market for a striker. According to ESPN, Manchester United might let Rasmus Højlund go. If Milan can't land Santiago Gimenez, they might turn their attention to the Danish national and former Atalanta player. Stay tuned for updates. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Milan's senior advisor, introduced the club's latest signing, Kyle Walker, at a press conference. He also updated on contract renewals, stating Mike, Theo, and Reinders are happy at Milan and eager to stay and play here. Negotiations are ongoing. Milan has set sights on Samuel Ricci as their top midfield target. The 2001-born captain has caught the attention of clubs like Inter and Sam in the Premier League. While he's extended his contract with Torino until 2028, a deal over $20 million could see him leave. Milan's current focus is finding affordable midfield solutions, but summer negotiations with Torino might heat up. UEFA Champions League squad list constraints will play a crucial role in transfer decisions. Milan will seek Italian-trained players like Sportiello and Gabbia, and may move out players such as Okafor and Chukwueze to make room. AC Milan's transfer market is buzzing with both arrivals and departures. Luka Jovic might be on the move, with Monza showing interest. However, Jovic isn't fully sold on joining them. Both parties will keep discussing in the coming days to see if a deal can be reached. Exciting times for AC Milan, as Santiago Gimenez could be on his way this Thursday. After a rejected $35.36 million offer, Milan is preparing a $34 million plus bonuses bid. Gimenez is keen on Milan and aims to stay in Europe, rejecting an Arab club's approach. Jovic might make room for him by moving to Monza with a compensatory payout in play. If things don't wrap up now, it could roll over to next summer. Exciting news from the Netherlands regarding AC Milan's transfer market. Journalist Martijn Krabbendam reports that Milan's initial bid for Santiago Gimenez was €20 million, split into 4 installments. However, the Dutch club is firm, demanding at least €40 million. AC Milan is actively navigating the transfer market. The Rossoneri are eyeing a new striker, and if their move for Santiago Gimenez falls through, they might target Danish forward Rasmus Højlund from Manchester United, according to ESPN. Stay tuned for these potential moves. AC Milan has set its sights on Samuel Ricci as a prime midfield target. After over 100 matches with Torino, this 2001-born captain is garnering interest from Inter, Premier League clubs, and Milan. Although he recently extended his contract until June 2028, an agreement with Torino's president means offers of €25 million could see him leave. While Milan seeks budget-friendly midfield options now, summer talks with Torino might revive. UEFA Champions League squad rules are crucial, potentially adding Walker and Gimenez, while moving Emerson and Jovic. By summer, Milan must balance Italian-trained players and veterans, needing strategic moves to meet UEFA criteria. Big names like Okafor, Chukwueze, and Abraham might exit under over 22 reshuffling plans. According to reports, Kyle Walker, AC Milan's latest signing, will make his debut on Sunday, February 2nd, in the derby against Inter. Due to Champions League rules, he can't play in the current phase. A thrilling debut awaits, whether he plays as a right back or center back. Genoa celebrates a second straight victory at the Ferrara Stadium, shutting out Monza 2-0 with goals from De Winter and Vasquez, tying Torino and Udinese for 10th. Meanwhile, Milan's comeback win against Parma edges them closer to those coveted Champions League spots. In this final week of the transfer window, AC Milan is gearing up to sign a new striker and offload players not in their future plans. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, 3 players could be on their way out. Okafor, not fitting Milan's plans, is set to make room. Jovic is nearing a deal with Monza, who may cover part of his wages. Meanwhile, Chukwue's match-winning goal against Parma might change things, as he'll only leave for significant offers. Big update on AC Milan's transfer front. Discussions are heating up over Santiago Giménez joining the team at Milanello. According to Super Deportivo, Milan proposed €20 million plus 10% of a future sale to Feyenoord, but the Dutch club's board isn't fully convinced yet. Pavlovic's future with AC Milan is looking brighter after his critical role in the comeback against Parma. The player wants to stay with the Rossoneri and earn trust on the field. Coach Conceicao values Pavlovic and is ready to give him more game time if he remains. At AC Milan, a fascinating paradox is unfolding with Sergio Conceicao at the helm since December, replacing Paulo Fonseca. Conceicao has taken on a dual role as both coach and manager, setting strict guidelines and steering transfer strategies, a surprising shift for a club traditionally unconvinced by this approach. AC Milan's January transfer kicks off with Kyle Walker. Calcio and Finanza reports Milan will spend around €5.7 million, including a 6-month loan fee and salary. If Milan exercises the purchase option, the cost could rise, impacting the budget with €10.8 million annually for future seasons. AC Milan is stepping up efforts to sign Santiago Giménez from Feyenoord. They've improved their offer to around $34 million plus bonuses, although Feyenoord wants at least $40 million. Agent Rafaela Pimenta is working hard in the Netherlands, and Milan is committed to securing Giménez, aiming for either now or next summer. Milan clinched a crucial victory against Parma at San Siro today, winning 3-2 in a thrilling Serie A clash. Pulisic scored a penalty in the first half, then Reinders and Chukwueze netted in stoppage time. Parma's goals came from Cancellieri and Del Prado. Pavlovic's future at Milan has taken a promising turn after his crucial performance against Parma. He's determined to earn his place by proving his worth on the field. Coach Conceicao sees potential in him and is ready to give him a chance, especially if he stays post-transfer season. AC Milan is in the race to sign Santiago Giménez, but their offer of €27 to €28 million falls short. Journalist Alessandro Sugoni reports that Feyenoord isn't keen on letting Giménez go and would consider offers starting at €40 million. Repubblica has unveiled a dramatic twist involving Davide Calabria and Sergio Conceicao after AC Milan's thrilling 3-2 comeback win against Parma. It all started when Calabria, furious about being subbed out, kicked a sideline billboard and some bottles. One bottle landed on the field and an annoyed Conceicao picked it up. He kept his cool then, but that moment won't be forgotten. Milan's MVP against Parma? Strahinja Pavlovic. He was an unstoppable force, dazzling in defense and setting up the clutch-winning goal for Chukwueze in the 95th minute. His game vision and perfect timing were critical in securing the victory, showcasing his top-tier value once more. Talks between AC Milan and Feyenoord for Santiago Giménez have hit a snag, mostly due to match commitments. However, Matteo Moretto reports that negotiations are set to resume tomorrow. He's still the top transfer target, and this upcoming week will be crucial. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, a near brawl between Sergio Conceição and Davide Calabria after the Milan vs Parma match may be linked to captaincy tensions, with Maignan getting the armband and Calabria's limited playing time. Calabria's attendance at Lazza's concert just before the game might also be a factor. Milan's victory over Parma boosts them to 34 points, placing them 6th alongside Bologna, with a game in hand. This Serie A matchday favored the Rossoneri, closing the gap with Juventus by 3 points and Bologna by 2. Tonight's results could see them gain on Lazio and Fiorentina. What a thriller at San Siro as Milan faced Parma. Cancellieri opened the scoring, matched by Pulisic in the first half. At the 80th minute, Del Prato put Parma ahead, but in a fiery stoppage time, Reinders and Chukwu scored, sealing a historic comeback win. Opta notes it as Milan's first Serie A victory with 2 goals after the 90th minute. On his YouTube channel, renowned journalist Carlo Pellegatti debunked rumors about a potential AC Milan and Juventus player swap involving Pierre Kalulu and Dusan Vlahovic. He clarified that despite fan speculation, there's zero interest from either club in such a deal. Santiago Giménez is AC Milan's top target for their winter transfer window. Today, the club plans to reconnect with Feyenoord. Milan already has an agreement with the Mexican forward. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, the offer might go up to €34 million. They're aiming to finalize the deal by Friday, or consider other options. Today at 3:30 p.m., Kyle Walker will be introduced as AC Milan's first winter signing. Meanwhile, the club is staying busy on multiple fronts. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, they're eyeing an Italian midfielder who spent 3 formative years in a local academy, fitting UEFA roster rules. In this last week of the transfer window, AC Milan is focused on signing a new striker while offloading players who no longer fit the club's plans. According to reports, 3 players could be leaving. Okafor is set to make room for a new striker. Jovic is nearing a deal with Monza, who will cover part of his salary. And Chukwue's situation is uncertain that he might stay unless a major offer comes in after his decisive goal against Parma. AC Milan is reportedly ready to make a fresh bid for Santiago Giménez, aiming to offer around €34 million. The Rossoneri aim to finalize the deal by Friday, January 31. If not, they'll pivot to alternatives like Joao Felix, Højlund, or Xerxes, all potential loan options. According to Niccolò Schira, Milan and Monza have struck a deal for Luka Jovic's transfer, with both clubs sharing his salary. Jovic is considering Adriano Galliani's offer, and Monza is hopeful he'll agree. Could this be Milan's first outgoing move in the market? What a wild match at San Siro. Milan versus Parma had fans on the edge of their seats. Goals from Cancellieri and Pulisic kept the first half exciting. Parma's Del Prato scored in the 80th minute, but then Milan took charge and added time with goals from Reinders and Chukwu. This historic comeback marked their first win in Serie A history, where they scored twice after the 90th minute. Christian Pulisic is on fire at AC Milan. The American forward broke his goal drought, scoring today with a penalty. Now he's at 11 goals and 5 assists this season, with a perfect penalty record. A huge contrast to previous players who missed crucial penalties like Abraham and Theo in Florence. AC Milan's transfer market is heating up. Just a day before facing Parma, the club is close to securing a key renewal. Rising talent Torriani, born in 2005, is set to commit to the Rossoneri's future plans. According to Matteo Moretto, talks are in advanced stages. Luka Jovic is still on the list of players who might leave AC Milan in the January transfer window. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, Monza is keen on the Serbian striker. Additionally, Noah Okafor and Samuel Chukwu are attracting interest from both abroad and Serie A, with Bologna showing interest. Santiago Giménez is Milan's top target for the winter transfer window. Today, the club plans to resume talks with Feyenoord. They've already secured an agreement with the Mexican striker. According to La Gazzetta dello Sport, Milan might offer up to €33 34 million, aiming to finalize the deal by Friday, or they'll explore other options. According to reports, Pavlovic's future at AC Milan has taken an exciting turn. After a crucial performance against Parma, the Serbian talent aims to secure his spot. Coach Konchakao is keen to keep him, willing to rely on his skills in the season's latter half, betting on his promising potential. AC Milan has kicked off their winter transfer season with their first official signing, the lightning-fast defender Kyle Walker. Known for his incredible speed clocked at 37.31 kilometers per hour during a match against Everton in May 2023, he's one of the fastest in the game, just inches behind Tottenham's Mickey van de Ven. AC Milan is reportedly preparing a €35 million offer for Santiago Giménez. However, sources suggest this might not be enough to secure the Mexican striker from Feyenoord this winter. Expect an update after their Champions League matches this Thursday. Theo Hernandez had a rough outing against Parma in Serie A's 22nd round. Criticized by Corriere della Sera with a harsh 4 rating, they noted his usual lapse during a goal. Subbed at halftime by Konchakao, and Gazzetta wasn't kinder, giving him a 4.5 for his sluggish performance and early exit. Rough week for AC Milan's Rafael Leao. Following Theo Hernandez, he's also faced criticism after the Milan vs Parma match. According to Corriere della Sera, they found him invisible in the first half, rating him just 4.5. La Gazzetta dello Sport gave him a 5, noting his distracted and lackluster performance. AC Milan and Feyenoord are reigniting talks today for Santiago Giménez's transfer this window. Feyenoord insists he plays the next Champions League match against Lille. An Arab club showed interest, but Giménez prioritizes Europe. Who else is excited to see where he'll land? AC Milan's latest signing, Kyle Walker, will have his unveiling press conference today at 3:30 p.m. Meanwhile, he shared some insights with Milan TV, including a fun tidbit about his brief stint as a goalkeeper. Walker joked about taking on the role, saying it was a choice between him and Stones. They used to tease goalkeepers for missing saves, but when the team needed him during a crucial Champions League moment, Walker stepped up and managed to stop a free kick. AC Milan and Monza have arranged a free transfer for Luka Jovic, with Milan providing a severance package to the Serbian player. The Rossoneri won't trigger the contract renewal option for the 2025 by 2026 season. Everyone's now eagerly awaiting Jovic's final decision to seal the deal. AC Milan and Feyenoord are back in talks today about Santiago Giménez's potential transfer. According to Matteo Moretto, the Dutch club wants Giménez to play their upcoming Champions League match against Lille. An Arab club has shown interest, but Giménez prioritizes staying in Europe. AC Milan is on the hunt for a striker this winter transfer window, eyeing Santiago Giménez. The need is clear as current forwards like Morata and Abraham aren't among the top 24 scorers. Instead, midfielders Pulisic and Reinders are stepping up. No Milan player cracks the top 10, a list featuring Retegui, Thuram, Keane, and others. Davide Calabria found himself in the spotlight for both his on-field and off-field antics. After the Milan-Parma game, he had a heated exchange with the coach, an unusual scene in Serie A. According to the sports media, his performance earned a 5.5 rating, noting that while his effort was there, he was imprecise and offered little in attack. La Gazzetta called out his commitment, but highlighted his lack of attacking support, followed by a post-match clash with Konchakao. Similarly, Corriere described him as a fury after the final whistle, confronting Konchakao with less impact during the game.